Hi, welcome to Yoke's YouTube channel. I'm Mathew, the Canadian immigration consultant. Thanks for tuning in. In regards to super visa is what we will be discussing today. So, there has been changes with super visa in the year 2026. New income requirements that has been introduced, and there are doubts in regards to how can I combine my income in Canada versus my parents' income back home. So that's something that we will be looking at how this combination can be done. If you are planning to bring your parents or grandparents to Canada on a super visa, there is an update, as I mentioned, that has been updated as of March 31st, 2026, and the Canadian government did introduce the new income calculation rules for super visa applications. And under the updated rules, there are now more flexible ways for you to meet the minimum income requirement. And one of the biggest changes, if the host in Canada does not fully meet the required income amount, the visiting parents or grandparents' income can now be included to make up the difference. And so you are eligible to bring your parents through the super visa program. But you got to show the documents basically to prove that you do meet this income requirement. So let's look at an example to see how this works out. So if you are a family of four, and for 2026, the minimum income for a family of four is 56,724. So that's the income that you need to see in your notice of assessment. So that's what, when you file your taxes in the end of the year, you receive from CRA, Canada Revenue Agency, you receive the notice of assessment. So there's the line total income. So on that line, your combined family income, husband and wife, has to be 56,724 if you are a family of four. So now imagine the child in Canada does have only a combined family income of 45,000. And say 45,000 is for the husband, and the wife, the other spouse, has only 6,000. So you're just left with 51,000 as the combined family income. But you are short of 5,724, as 56,724 is the minimum requirement. So under the new rules, if the parent applying for super visa has enough eligible income back home, then that income can be added to cover the shortfall. So the total can be reached to the required cutoff income, so which is 56,724. So that's how the combination does take place. This was one of the update that did come out on March 31st, 2026. There was also another update that the host in Canada no longer will have to rely on just one of the most recent tax years. Now they can even use 2 tax years before the application is submitted. This can be especially helpful if the income was lower in one year but stronger in another year. And what are the documents that we can use in the super visa application to prove your income? Basically is your notice of assessment, which is from the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, your T4 slips, your employment letters, your pay stubs, and documents showing your parents' income. So your parents' income can be in their employment letter, pay stubs, so on and so forth. So not every type of income will automatically be accepted under this super visa. So please do make sure your combined income is genuine, and you have proper documentation to prove your income, which is very much important. So it has made super visa application more simpler, and so a lot more people are eligible for it. But it all depends on how you put forward your documentation, as IRCC is scrutinizing your documents even more. And we are always here to help out. Reach out to us. Our number is here on the screen. any Canadian immigration questions, reach out to us and we're happy to help you. Thank you all for tuning in. See you all in the next video.